Hello everyone, welcome back to the Sonic Adventure 2 commentary. In this part, we're going to finish up the Dark Side story. But we're going to start it off with the Tails boss fight. Yay! So, one thing I can tell you about this boss fight is that it's extremely hard. I won't say extremely, but there is some uneasiness when going into this fight. And I think that's mostly because of the stiffness of the controls. So far, I've only died once to this fight, but the fact that your lock-on projectiles go on for they stay on. Hold on. The long-range lock-on projectiles, they are pretty slow, and they'll probably miss most of all, so a lot of the time you gotta have to spam the fire button, shoot the little pellets. But, you know, didn't really matter in that case, as I wore attrition bit.
I guess he was just a regular hedgehog after all.
Legend has it when all 7 Chaos Emeralds are collected, the power creates a miracle. I have 6 of them. They're mine. All mine.
I don't think
Shadow.
so. That was your plan. Or was it a direct order from the president? Now I know who you are. You're that government spy, Rouge the Bat, aren't you?
So you did your homework, is that it? I would say that's an invasion of privacy.
I can say the same thing about you.
Looks like things aren't quite going your way, but since my job was done, I thought it was time to take what's mine and get out of this place.
You are one pathetic creature.
Look who's talking. What about you? Here are the results of the research project called the Ultimate Life Form. But if this picture is of the real ultimate life form named Shadow, then exactly who or what is standing in front of me?
All 7 Chaos Emeralds! Someone's trying to get the Eclipse Cannon. There's not much time left before the cannon fires again. Can you get over there?
If you want to live, leave the Chaos Emeralds where they are. The fake emerald is good enough for you.
Do you actually believe that you're the real Shadow?
No
Even
doubt.
your memories might not be real, you know?
Even if my memories are not real, it's still me, Shadow. And I will fulfill my promise to Maria. It's the only thing that matters to me.
Alright, and with that, we start with Final Chase, the last stage in the Dark Side story, and the final Shadow stage. And I'll be honest, I don't really like this stage that much compared to all of his other action stages. And that's mainly because of what we're going to see further on here. Actually, right around here. Not to mention I died a lot in this stage. It's these! Yay! Barrels! The tubes. Basically, these barrels stick to you. You know, and then there I go, falling to my death. You're just lucky that I cut out most of them. Now, these barrels, they gravitate you onto them, and you stay on. They have a gravitational pull to them, and you will spin around in an inverted corkscrew, and just run along them. The thing is that these are not. I wouldn't really say these are the greatest platforms in a 3D platformer, I guess. Mainly because they're so weird. Not to mention, there are some points on it that have some issues. Like, you can't stand on top of them, or at least you can't spin dash on top of them, because it'll screw up your control, at least just a little bit. And even crossing and even going from barrel to barrel, you know, that are connected to each other, is weird. So, with that said, I don't really like this stage. Sky Rail is my favorite out of all Shadow stages. I always go back to that one the most. That much is known. Though I could also go back to any one of the other ones, Radical Highway, White Jungle, and all that. Though we do get an upgrade in this stage. Should be right around here. Yep, there it is. Oh dear. Alright. Here we are. The Mystic Melody. What this does is that if you find these statues right here, you'll be teleported to a different part of the map. Sometimes it's different pathways like this one, or it could just be stuff hidden away. You know, like a chow or something. In fact, one of the missions in this game, the Find the Missing Chow one, you pretty much have to have the Mystic Melody for every character. Every character has a Mystic Melody. So, if you want to find that Chow and get a better rank for it, then get the Mystic Melody. You know, and all that. Yeah. There really isn't much for me to say about this. I've pretty much said all I could say. I mean, it's the final level. And I would also say it's I don't know, maybe the longest level? I'm not entirely sure about that. Though I do think this is, well, the longest action stage. The longest level could debatably be Mad Space. You know? But, yeah. I mean, I like Final Rush more than Final Chase. All things considered. But yeah. One thing that always gets me are those blue rings on the rails. I don't even get what those are for. Weird. But, you know. Stuff. When it comes to music, I don't really have any gripes with it, outside of a few that are, maybe, I don't know. I don't really have that many gripes when it comes to the the music. With the music, it's, I mean, most of it's rock for one thing, which gets some criticisms from a few Sonic fans, I think. But, you know, it's good music. I think it's music that fits with the tone that they're going for. Yeah. I mean, I might be one of the few that might not like Shadow's theme in this game. And that's mainly because of how grungy it sounds, maybe. I couldn't really understand exactly what the heck is going on. It just sounds like a mess. Yeah, but with that, we finished the stage. Alright. Now then. What is our rank? An E, of course. There goes, that's the main reason. I died a lot and stuff.
You never cease to surprise me, Blue Hedgehog. I thought that capsule you were in exploded in space.
You know, what can I say? I die hard.
So, there's more to you than just looking like me. What are see. But you know, I can't let you live. Your adventuring days are coming to an end.
Alright. Now we finish this off with a boss fight. We're facing off Sonic as we run towards the Eclipse Cannon or something, I don't know. Basically, it's the same fight as in the jungle, except instead of the arena, it's now a long stretch of road. Which, by the way, there are falling pieces of it. There are falling pieces that are falling, like they're falling pieces of the road. And you need to keep running. But I think there's also like an end to this thing. Though it takes a while just for you to get to that end. Yeah. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Panicked. Where's the panic button? Yeah. I'm trying to get Sonic to use his special attack, which to me it's very hard to it's hard, okay. But yeah. Well, there's really not much for me to say. I can say this one thing. I did like this fight in the Sonic Generations more. I like this fight in Sonic Generations more. You know, it's a little bit more climactic. But yeah, we're done.
This completes my plan to take over the world. Now begins the glorious era of the Empire of Eggman.
Oh my. What could that warning sign mean? What could it mean? Who cares? Because, you know, we went out of order. But yeah, that was the dark side story of Sonic Adventure 2. Probably not the smartest to go at it first, because it's very hard. Well, harder than the hero side story. But, you know, the story kind of goes out of order, I guess. Not to mention, there's a lot of cutscenes in this story, which makes you I don't know. There's a lot of cutscenes, a lot of story, a lot of words that you can't hear because of the music. But yeah, that was it. I mean, I like this as far as I know. My opinions with Sonic Adventure 2 is weird. It's like, I like some things, but I hate other things, or I don't know. Maybe hate's not the right word. But I can say that it's a definite improvement from Sonic Adventure. You know, because sequels do have to improve on what's already there. And a lot of these criticisms can be applied to the other side as well. There were some problems I had. Mad Space was one. And while the entire mech stages were another. And that's mainly because of how they control. And same thing can be applied to Tails. You know, it's very stiff and all that. You know, I wish that they had a little bit more smooth controls, you know. But yeah. That's that. Tune in next time as we go to the hero side story and a much easier adventure. Till then, goodbye.
The military's top-secret weapon, Project Shadow, was stolen from the military base located on the deserted island in the southern seas. This incident increased worldwide terrorist activities. Sonic the Hedgehog was arrested. The adventure for truth leads to the incidents that shock the entire world. The story takes our hero Sonic from the Earth and into outer space. Sonic Adventure 2, Hero Side Story. Farewell, Sonic. Forever.